Hello and good afternoon, everyone. So welcome again to my YouTube channel. I'm just showing you around this afternoon. I know it's a bit gloomy, if you can see, gloomy, and it was raining today a bit. Just gonna show you what I've done with my garden lately and how it looks like right now. So let's get to the garden. So you can see that I've got I purchased this yellow marigold. They call it French marigold. And then orange as well. I like different colors. So I purchased like 3 colors of them. And this one is like a maroon something. I can't remember. And this one is the English lavender. We call it English lavender. This is the French lavender. Well, kind of like the English lavender better than this, but well, they're unique in their own different characteristics. Yeah. So I got here some sunflower, some purple sprouting broccoli, was it dahlia? Yeah, I just purchased fruits because it was on sale, so this is kind of like but I think not the worms, caterpillars, insects are having a bite of its leaves, if you can see that. I got some sweet corn in here and sunflower again in the center. I don't know, it's just an experiment on my side really, and I know it's overcrowded, but let's see how it goes. I got different types of tomatoes that I'm growing as well. I just purchased this in a garden center. So I got the green sweet bell pepper, what is this, the Roma tomato, sweet aperitif, yeah, cherry tomato. What else do I have? My banana pepper, it actually died, I don't know why, but I just need, I'm sowing another pepper to replace that. I got the Hungarian black chili pepper. Actually, when it was young, it was starting to flower and bear fruit, but then, you know, with these kinds of peppers, you need to actually trim them in the top if that fruit bud starts to or the fruit, you know, starts to bloom and the flower starts to bloom and the fruit starts to set in, so that it can grow more. You know, it's not focused on the fruit, but on the entire stem system itself. So I got some Shirley tomato. What is this? Goldwyn tomato. Yeah, the Goldwyn tomato. These are the orange ones. Yeah, so excited for that. I got this chili pepper, the orange ones, colored. And actually, I'm not sure if this is Shirley, but I purchased a tomato in the shop, and then I just, you know, saw the seeds, took the seeds from it, sawed it in here, and then there it goes. So yeah, quite interesting really. Yeah, I think it's a Shirley type. And I got my pink rose, which I have just clipped just now, so it can grow more stems and flower. I got this beautiful, you know, plant in a garden center. It's like a rose thingy, you know, with its leaves a bit prickly as well. So yeah, kind of like it. This is why I purchased it. It's red color. I figured out I buy this instead of a rose because the rose in the garden is a bit expensive, the red one specifically. This is a pink rose, and this is the geranium something. Yeah, I just love the color because it's a purple colored, you know, fat colored plant, so I just kind of liked it. So I got some cucumbers grown in here. Hopefully I'll be able to put a support system soon when it grows to support my cucumbers. I got pink rose as well. The flower starting to bud. You can see that. And I got my own compost system in here. It's an EcoMax compost, plastic compost pit, where I put my scrap vegetables in there so I can make my own compost and use it next year. Some more cucumbers, broccolis. Just purchase this in the shop and you'll be amazed by these plants. Look at this small plant, but it's producing broccoli. How cute is that? Soon, maybe next month, it'll be ready to harvest. Really, really cute. I've got some radishes in here. What else? I've got a raised bed as well that I've planted different types of vegetables. I don't know, but I think they're all cramped up, but they're all so lovely, and I just wanted to, I'm not sure, just so like enthusiastic, and so like wanted to plant different kinds of vegetables in one go. So that's me. Well, don't imitate me. I know the plants need lots of space, but still I didn't. I just wanted to plant, and I'll show you. I got my French dwarf bean in here. These are yellow colored beans. And in here in this aisle I planted the amethyst colored, no, not the amethyst, the fire tongue, what do you call this one, beans, French dwarf beans. It's a combination of a striped white and red colored bean. Yeah. And this is a radish, beetroot, you can see that, spinach, and those are pak choy. I may need to put a net over it soon, because I can see that something is nibbling on my pak choy before it's ready. It's really bad. And these beans as well, these are I think these are green beans. Yes, I can remember. Green French dwarf beans. Yeah, this is pak choy, leek. These are leeks. I don't know, I just fancy putting this in this style. And broad beans. These are the purple French dwarf beans that I'm sowing. Yeah, this one's beginning to go out now. It's been rainy for a couple of days now, so they're not getting much of sunshine. So my seeds are really having a hard time germinating them. I'm not germinating indoors right now. I'm sowing them directly outside. So let's see how it goes. I've got some kale over here, radish. I'm just maximizing the space that I have. Kale, radish. These are Swedes. Yeah, mustards. Yeah, these are mustards. One broad bean. Yeah, I just fancy planting it in here. Only one. This is the purple dwarf bean in this aisle. Yeah, and you got the pak choy in this aisle. You got the beetroot, the radish, and I think these are green colored French dwarf beans in the aisle, and the next aisle after that, the last one, French beans, but they're yellow in color. So I got some aubergines in here. I just saw it outside. Coriander, kale, some extra and spare French beans, so just in case if some of them didn't survive, I got a spare one. Aubergine, I got some Welsh onion in there, but I don't think that they're doing so well. I got some Levage in there. They're perennials. I purchased them because they're known to be perennials. So let's see how it goes. I got some courgette in here, some squash, potatoes. You can see that they're starting to flower now. Squashes in there. I might need to move them soon because the potatoes are actually rubbing the sunlight out of my squashes, so I'm gonna move them soon. And also I got the courgettes, more courgettes in here. Look at the size of my courgettes, they're massive. Courgette plants, and I think they're starting to form fruits now. Yeah, if you can see in there as well, they're starting to fruit, so hopefully I'll be able to have my courgette soon. Some more potatoes in here, some are flowering. If you can see that, this means that naturally this means that there are developing tubers, potatoes underground. So I just placed them in a container, if you can see, in a plastic soil bags. So yeah, and then I'll just mulch them with dried leaves, same as with my blueberries I purchased in the garden center. They're still not ripe yet. They're still yeah, still not ripe yet. Additional broad bean in here, some flowers. What is this one? This is a red currant I purchased in the garden center as well. If you can see, it's got some fruit already on it, and this one is starting to set its fruits as well. Something's really munching on the potatoes, like really munching on them, potato leaves. But anyway, they're doing well. I got my lettuce in here as well that I'm just taking out from my other raised bed. See, really fresh lettuce I got from my garden. I'm gonna eat that later. So I've got some broad beans, some red bell pepper in here, some cherry tomatoes. These are, seedlings that are ready to transplant. I haven't got the time for that, so I'm gonna do it soon if I got the resources as well. I got more extra tomatoes in here. Yeah, I always like extra ones. Pepper, the purple sprouting broccoli, my strawberries as well, starting to fruit. Yeah, some of them are even ready to ripe and be harvested soon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my strawberries are really doing well. Like multiple harvests in one fruit. I've been actually the secret that I can say is that I'm just feeding them with an organic liquid fertilizer weekly, and that's it. That's what I'm doing to just feed them, and then they're gonna produce more for you. And again, back to our another raised bed. So I got my garlic and onion rounded up in here around this raised bed. I just did it so that I can, from my own perspective or reasoning, is that it might confuse the insects just because they don't like onion smell and garlic smell. So I just place it around my bed just to distract the insects from munching the leaves off. So which is really effective. If you can see, my lettuce are all intact. It's not even munched up. It's really fresh. There's no bugs or slugs or munching on it. So you can see I've got my carrots in here that I'm gonna transplant soon. I'm gonna thin out soon. Broad beans. I got my manjitu in here. Manjitu leeks that I have cut, and then they're starting to seed. Yeah, you can see they're starting to seed now. Yeah, those are my French marigold flowers. I purchased them because I just heard in a YouTube as well that they attract beneficial insects, so they're really really good. You put them in your garden. So yeah, got my strawberries flowering. You can see that. I got my peppers I purchased from a store. I got my tomato plant producing some flowers now and soon fruits. Some spare tomato plant, red chili plant, the and leek. I got different types of herbs as well that I'm growing. Mint, I've got mint, rosemary, oregano, basil, more mint because I love mint. I always love mint. I got the golden marjoram, golden colored, and my tricolor sage. Some extra tomatoes, you can see. Yeah, so this is the whole of my garden. Yeah, I just placed some solar paneled lights on it, so in the night it will light. This flying ants as well, you can see. These are solar paneled, so when it gets sunlight during the day, it's gonna emit light during the night. So yeah, this is my beautiful garden. Yeah, and my spring onions are here as well. They're starting to seed. Yeah, you can see that they're starting to seed. Raspberries, acer plant. This is a blackcurrant plant as well. Yep, that's the whole of my garden. I spent a lot of time, effort, and money on all this stuff because I don't regret. I can say is that I don't regret buying all this stuff and doing, wasting my time and doing all these things because I love doing this. I grew up in a farm and I always wanted when I grow up that I'm gonna do the same, like be self-sufficient, and the only thing that's missing maybe are chickens and cattle, but I don't own the house, we're just renting it, so it's like it's just a bit of a side, or it's a hobby for me to do. Other people like to do music or going and exercise, but in my work I do a lot of exercise, so physical activity aside, I'm doing more of that. So when I'm at home, I usually like to rest and reflect and be more at peace with myself. I sometimes do go out, but most of the time I'm here in the garden. You can see planting and sowing seeds, and it just makes me so relax and be at peace, and just it enables me to reconnect with nature, and it's really really satisfying on my part, like to watch them grow and germinate, and to be able to pick fruits from there from your own vegetable patch. Pick fruits, pick vegetables, that you're growing, and it's healthy and it's free from any harmful chemicals or pesticides. So it's really really good for you, and it's good for me and good for my soul. So, and that's it for my 20-minute video on this episode, and I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you subscribe and click on the subscribe button, so that when I upload new video, and also the ring bell, notification bell, so that when I post a video you will be updated. And then also if you've got any comments or any questions, or if you'd like to suggest fruits or vegetables that I might be interested to grow, or if there are any tips that you can give me, or any tips that you want me to give you in how I have this massive garden, I'll be always happy to help. And see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Bye.